Okay, on this video, what we're going to do is we're going to find the distance on a coordinate plane. So we're going to use a coordinate plane, and we're going to try to find the distance between two given points. So in our first example here, I have the given point 3, 0, and I have the given point 7, -5. And what I want to do is I want to find the length of the distance of this line right here. All right. How I go about doing that is I create a right triangle from that line. So I'm going to create a line that goes vertical to that point right there. Notice that kind of dotted line, and then I'm going to make one horizontal from this point right here. As a result, this is how I get this right triangle. Okay. When I do that, I am able to get lengths of side 1 and side 2. Notice that this line is the diagonal line is my hypotenuse. So in order to figure out this length, I just count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the length of that side is 5. I count this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. The length of this one is 4. So I know that the two side lengths of the sides that create or form that right triangle are 5 and 4, which I know that are the legs. So in order to use, I use the Pythagorean theorem again. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are legs. C is hypotenuse. So for a squared, I'm going to put the first side, which is 5. So I'm going to put 5 squared. Plus side 2, which is 4. So I'm going to do 4 squared. We'll get my hypotenuse, which is the side I'm trying to find, c squared. 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. Plus 4 squared, which is 4 times 4, which is 16. So now I have 25 plus 16 equals c squared. 25 plus 16 gives me 41. So 41 is equal to c squared. In order to do the square to get c, I do the square root. I'm going to do the square root of 41, then on this side. As a result, I end up with c is equal to the square root of 41. All right. If I want to give an approximate answer, I would say that c is approximately plus or minus 6.4. Okay, and again, notice that it's approximately because that's just an estimate. Here's my exact answer, c equals square root of 41. Here's my approximate answer of positive or negative 6.4. Okay, let me go ahead and show you another example. I have 2 points given. I have 2, 3 is this given point right here. -2, -1 is this given point right here. Notice that I again have drawn the diagonal line to connect the 2 points. I'm going to go ahead and create and form a right triangle from this one. So notice that I could either go this direction or I could go this direction to form that right triangle. It does not matter as long as I create a right triangle. So I'm going to go this way right here. Then once I get to this point right here, I'm going to go that way. And there's my right triangle. Here is my right angle. So now I need to go ahead and find my two lengths. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side length is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This side length is 4. So my two side lengths that form the right angle are 4 and 4, which means that those two, since they form the right angle, are the legs. This is my hypotenuse. So I'm going to do 4 squared plus 4 squared is equal to c squared. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. And I already did that, so I'm going to do 16 plus 16. So I'm going to end up with 16 plus 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. So I end up with 32 equals c squared. Again, to undo the squared, I do the square root. So I'm going to do the square root of c squared, which means I have to do the square root of 32. As a result, I end up with an exact answer of c is equal to the square root of 32. Which, if I was going to approximate this, square root 32 is between the perfect squares of square root 25 and square root 36. So that means my answer is somewhere between 5 and 6, probably closer to 6, since square root 32 is closer to square root 36. So it's probably around 5.6, 5.7 would probably be the approximate answer of that. But my exact answer is c equals square root 32.